Hey guys, it's Scott with Scottie Beat Cards, and in this video I have a very big mail day, plus I want to show you my recent pickups of the last few months. So, these are my pickups that I've been buying in the last few months. I would love to share them with you, but I also want to show what I got in this authenticated eBay authentication folder, I think you could say. I'll save that for last because it's a really big card I've been wanting for a long time. Some of these cards I'll go through pretty quickly because you may have already seen them on the channel, but I will still show my thought process behind them and why it's a cool card in my opinion. I'll keep this one over here until the very end, as it's probably the coolest card, or one of the two coolest cards in this video. All right, the very first one is a Paul Goldschmidt. I bought this one for $50 raw at a local card shop, and these cards are extremely difficult to find in good condition. They just always have surface issues. It looks off center, but it's actually not. They're always off center left to right. That's just how the design is. You can look at BGS 10s, PSA 10s, and so forth. And the surface had almost no flaws at all. So I debated between PSA and SGC. Went with SGC just because I just wanted to get it graded for only like $30 in only 2 days, which is exactly what this did for me. So now I'll sit in my PC for a while. If I ever do sell it, it'll be by another Paul Goldschmidt rookie card. So that is the first one of the video. After that, we have a Clayton Kershaw. I traded a Francisco Lindor rookie and a Nolan Arenado rookie for this one. It was raw when I got it, and I decided to send this one to SGC as well. Exact same reasoning as the Paul Goldschmidt. I just wanted to not pay like $50 a card and wait a few months. Yes, they had the national special. I think it's going pretty quickly, but it's still nice to get your cards back within a week from actually sending them out to SGC. You can tell it's a little bit off left to right centering wise, but other than that, the card looks really good. Clayton Kershaw, if you haven't been paying attention to his cards, he has one of the best pitching careers of all time. That sounds dramatic, but if we look at all-time pitchers, relievers, starters, everybody all time, he has the 4th or 5th highest ERA plus ever. Him and Jacob deGrom are right next to each other. The thing that Clayton Kershaw has that no other pitcher in baseball has is he is the #1 pitcher for OPS plus for over 1,500 innings pitched. So that's not matched by anyone in the history of baseball. He has an MVP award, 3 Cy Young awards. He has a World Series. He's actually top 5 in WHIP as well. He just leads in a lot of great categories. His career ERA in one of the most offensive eras we've had in a long time. You know, we had the steroid era, but this is still a pretty offensive era in the last few years in the mid 2010s. His ERA is below 2.5 still for his career, so pretty impressive and a pretty great card to add to my collection. Then we have a Juan Soto. This Juan Soto is not numbered, but it's limited to about 50 to 60 copies. It's a negative parallel. The negatives were hobby exclusive parallels this year in 2018 Topps Update. The blacks that were numbered, I think, to like 60 something were also hobby exclusive parallels, and those are numbered. And those were easier to pull than the negatives. So to have a negative that's that rare, probably around 50 to 60 copies, is a really cool card to have in your collection. Has a little corner issue up there on the top left and tiny on the top right, but other than that, the card looks good. Got an 8, and I think it looks really nice in the SGC slab as well. This is a card I think long-term people won't even know it exists. And so if you're at a card show in 30, 40 years, like, what is that negative Juan Soto? And then I'll have to do some research to see that it really is a cool card. So I think long-term it might have some really good value. After that, we have another non-numbered Juan Soto. This is an atomic refractor. I bought this one raw on eBay. It had a small surface issue, but it really wasn't that big of a deal. I've seen PSA 10s and SGC 10s with that same type of issue. And so I got it graded, got an SGC 10. It's a gorgeous card. I love the atomic look. There's only about 400 to 500 of these made. You can do the pack odds in the back of Bowman's Best. And because his rookies, especially in chromium parallels, are so rare, he has a Topps Chrome Update rookie, but all those refractors besides the pink refractors are numbered. Because it's so rare, people will gravitate towards this next set. So really nice card to add. Another non-numbered Juan Soto rare rookie card. It's kind of a trend. I was just looking for really good buys for good prices. This is a black border. This one looks really good. This is just in the case a little bit. It's just pressing against the glass. The biggest issue is just basic corner wear. And on the back has a little bit of edge wear at the very top. But that's it. Card's a little bit off center, but nothing crazy. This was a PSA 7 and it was cracked out and there was nothing wrong with it. So I think PSA just sometimes they might overgrade a card on accident. I don't know what happens there. We've all seen that where it was someone on YouTube. He cracked out a PSA 6 because he said it was undergraded and got a 10 the next time he did do anything to it. It's just how grading is with subjective graders. But SGC gave it a 9. I think that's a very accurate grade to what the condition is based off of what I was seeing when I cracked it out. There's only 50 of these made, not serial numbered, but Topps released the black border print run at 50 cards for Topps Heritage. Okay, so now we're getting some cards you may not have seen yet. This one is a Zach Greinke 2016 Topps Chrome Sapphire gold parallel numbered to 5. So in 2016, Topps Chrome Sapphire was introduced in a complete set of Series 1 and Series 2. Plus, you got 13 of these golds and 2 superfractors. And the box was like $300. $300 to $500. No one thought it was cool. Never thought it was a gimmick. Now you have to buy a box about this size for $500 and you have 1 autograph and 1 parallel. So this set was amazing. And I think there's only 250 copies of the base cards made, but there's only 5 of these. And I think because it is the first year of Sapphire, that this type of card could be a very sought after card when Topps Chrome Sapphire is introduced across football and basketball and all those other things now that Topps will have the rights in a few years. It will only help. Like, this is the first year, and plus they look fantastic. So I paid probably more than I should for this card, but it's a PC card. I love Zach Greinke, and I think it looks really nice. After that, we have a Bryce Harper. This is a Bryce Harper Gold Refractor rookie. So this is numbered to 50. This one in particular is 39 out of 50. Really great card. As a 10 centering, 10 surface. Those are two things I think are really important for if I wanted to cross this card ever. The corners are a 9, but I don't see any major corner issues, so I think it really could have a good chance. As long as that surface is a 10, which is great. That's a rarity. I think the most important grades, in my opinion, are corners and surface. You're trying to cross just because those are what PSA generally looks at, in my opinion. Centering isn't as big of a deal. But this Bryce Harper, really fun to add to my collection. He's not playing right now, and there's really good Bryce Harper deals out there that I think you should probably check out. And now we have another Paul Goldschmidt. I have 2 gold Bowman Chrome autographs. I had a blue. I sold the blue to buy the 1 gold at the time, and I regretted it. So I bought another gold. I paid $400 for this. And that's really not that crazy when you compare it to other potential Hall of Famers and their blue autographs, or even rookies or prospects or their blue parallels. They're significantly more than this Paul Goldschmidt. Goldie might not win MVP this year. He's had a great year so far. Austin Riley, Nolan Arenado are kind of catching up to him. He's slowing down a bit, kind of to be expected. He still leads in almost every slash line. I think he leads in average, OPS, on-base slugging, all that good stuff. But Paul Goldschmidt's having a great year. This is what he needed for his Hall of Fame case. If you have another top 2 or 3 MVP finish, that only helps his case because he already has 3 of those. And so I just wanted to pick this up while it was still cheap. If he wins an MVP, I'll have instant equity added in, but he might not. And if he doesn't, that's okay. Long term, I think it'll be all right. After that, this is a very interesting card. This is a Joe Mauer Bowman Chrome autograph. There's only 55 or 60 BGS 9.5 autographs of Joe Mauer. There's only about 10 to 15 PSA 10s. Cards of his, like this one, a Bowman Chrome autograph, with a bold autograph are extremely rare and extremely hard to find. They generally have condition issues. So I bought this one anticipating his Hall of Fame induction. You might say, Joe Mauer's not going to make the Hall of Fame. I beg to differ. He has an MVP, 3 batting titles as a primary catcher, and he's 7th all-time in Jaws. Jaws takes into consideration your total WAR for the position plus your 7-year peak at that position. So those together make him 7th all-time behind players such as Yogi Berra, Johnny Bench, Gary Carter, Mike Piazza. He's ahead of a lot of great Hall of Famers as well. So I think Joe Mauer will get there, and I think he will be deserving. It might not be first ballot. It might be the 5th, 6th, 7th, or 8th, but I think he'll get in. When he does, this is going to be a very attractive card for collectors. And this is probably one of the coolest cards I've purchased recently. This is another Clayton Kershaw. I've already given you my spiel about why he's so good, but this is a Clayton Kershaw Bowman Chrome Draft X-Fractor autograph. Back in the day, they had the base, the refractor at 500. They had the X-Fractor at 225, which is what this is, 225. They had the blue out of 150. They had the gold out of 50, and then they had the orange out of 25, red out of 5, Superfractor. Sounds like a lot, but there's actually like 3 or 4 times more than that nowadays. So this is actually a very sought after, hard to find card. The 8 corner you see, the subgrade is right down there. You can see it. And I think it's a justified grade. It's only on the back. But I paid less for this card than what you could buy a base 9.510 autograph of Wander Franco or Julio Rodriguez, which is crazy. They both are going to be great players. I don't want to always prospect bash, but the fact that this card was basically the same price and it's so much more rare than those cards, and he's already a guaranteed Hall of Famer, one of the best pitchers ever, just seemed like a no-brainer. So really excited to add this one. I think there's a lot of great buys in this era still out there. And the last card, the card that is probably the most exciting besides maybe the Kershaw. I've been wanting this card for a very long time. I almost bought it last year and did not buy it. And so I finally pulled the trigger because it sold. I regretted not buying it, and it got listed on auction again. Now what this card is a potential future Hall of Famer. And I say potential, he's potential. It's a 1/1 Superfractor of Jose Ramirez. This is his rookie from 2014 Topps Finest. Jose Ramirez does not have any real prospect cards. He doesn't have a Bowman Chrome first, a Bowman Chrome autograph. All he really has is Topps Chrome as the primary set, and the Topps Chrome Superfractor sold for $20,000 earlier this year. And then I would say his next best card is probably his Topps Chrome Superfractor, the base, his Topps Finest Autograph Superfractor, and maybe his Topps Flagship 1/1. I think this is right there in the top 5 next to those. This one I passed at $900 last year. I regretted it bad. I remember I wouldn't like stay up late at night thinking about it, but I would think about it and I would say, man, I missed out because I bought a stupid card for $900 instead of this one. And then the actual owner listed it for $14.95 or best offer. I made an offer Harper, and I thought I can't miss out on it again, so I just bought it. Probably overpaid, but it is a top 5 card for a potential future Hall of Famer. About 40 WAR at age 29. For reference, Bryce Harper has 42 WAR at age 29, so he's not that far off at his pace. The value that Jose provides is base paths, defense, and offensive capabilities, while Bryce Harper's primarily an offensive guy. If he can get to 60 to 65 WAR as a primary third baseman and actually more of a utility guy playing second as well, I think he has a real chance at the Hall of Fame. So this is more of a speculation buy on my part. I think long term it's either going to be a great buy or a terrible buy. Either way, I'm going to ride the roller coaster of this card, and I think it looks so cool. And so I found the video of the guy pulling it, so I'll show that just real fast right now.
Okay, Michael Wacha, Carlos Lee, Madison Bumgarner, Shin-Soo Choo. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. A Superfractor 1 of 1. Oh wow. Jose Ramirez rookie card, Superfractor 1 of 1. You have got to be kidding me. Oh, holy crap. No freaking way. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. 101 Superfractor. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Oh, wow. That is sweet. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Holy cow. Okay.
I found that on YouTube as I was just searching after I bought the card, so that was really exciting to see. Thanks to Dave Cards. He's been on YouTube for a long time, so I'm glad that he was able to be the guy who pulled this. Pretty exciting. But other than that, I just wanted to show off these pickups. This is one I'm excited about. Let me know in the comments below if you think Jose Ramirez is a good buy, bad buy, what your thoughts are. This is like the 3rd or 4th highest Jose Ramirez sale of all time, so that makes me feel a little uncomfortable, but I do think that it can maybe pay dividends. So other than that, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.